Well, well, well. Welcome on back, everybody. It's not Summit. It is the online Dota Cup here. Last game of the day. We're cramming down what food we can before we hop into it here. Alliance versus Empire Hope. If you're just kind of getting situated into the stream and you missed game one, don't worry, you didn't miss much. Because of an unfortunate internet situation with one of the Alliance players, they did have to request a bit of a delay. Unfortunately, the delay was too long, and they had to forfeit game one. Then we just witnessed game two. Alliance handled Empire through the draft, through the game, and now we're hopping into game three. Hello, Kyle. Welcome. Hello, Andrew.
Did you ever get carb suffocation? I just did. It's so rough. When you eat pasta or rice too fast, like all of a sudden you get like a ton of pressure in your chest.
I think it's happening to me right now.
Oh my God, you guys settled down.
Well,
you gotta just power through it.
Yeah, I just pounded like a whole giant thing of rice. We
Yeah.
had like 7 minutes to eat a whole dinner, so we got to get back on the couch, boss.
We gotta go do our job.
Yeah, it's still
Gotta
there.
do the
Wow.
thing.
Yeah. What is that called?
What? I don't
That.
know.
So that's a weird phenomena, right? And then I have something called precordial catch syndrome. All right. And someone out there listening is going to have their mind blown and be very thankful because it's when you just get random chest pain. Okay, it just hits you, and then breathing, like you have to take like shallow breaths because breathing hard like just hurts, and it fades in like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And I used to freak out, and then I Googled it, and turns out it's just like this random thing people have. I also have a thing called exploding head syndrome.
Really?
Okay? And what that is occasionally you'll just be like lying down, and there'll be like a rising, I don't know how to put it, like a murmur, and then all of a sudden, like just like in your head,
Really?
makes this loud sound. Like it's like something about how your eardrum like gets something caught, it like circles or whatever, and then just pops. But yeah, that's real weird.
Is there a ringing afterward, or is it just the pop and done?
No, it just feels like someone shot off a gun like inside your ear.
Oh.
And well, you don't feel anything, you just hear that. But yeah.
And then it
So-
kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
it's
that
just,
happens to me.
Yeah, it probably has. Like it's like a common thing.
I
But
never
now you
knew
know
that
what it
was
is.
a thing.
It's a
Yeah.
thing. Exploding head syndrome. Look it up on Wikipedia if
You
you'd
should
like
start
to
a
learn more.
foundation, start a fund, start a drive,
Where's my phone?
start awareness.
Huh. It's pretty
Exploding-
cool.
the
I'm telling you,
EHS.
I'm blowing somebody's mind right now. I
You
can
are.
feel it. I can literally feel myself blowing a mind.
You're telling me you're blowing someone's mind about what again?
Exploding
Exploding head syndrome. All right, well, there it is.
Precordial
Okay,
catch
great.
syndrome.
Just wanted to make sure you heard
Yeah,
it.
those
All
are
right,
real
so
things.
we have the draft underway here and now, leading out of the gate. Axe and Dazzle on the side of Empire Hope. Brewmaster Oracle. Well, look at here. They did ban the Magnus, and a PA was banned on the other side, so we don't have to see either of them. But Coddle still in the pool. Tusk was banned. What else? Someone else pretty relevant is left in there.
What's up, Andrew?
I'm reading about this exploding head syndrome. It is definitely a very real thing. So
How many
not
people
sure.
does it afflict as like a percentage? Is it really rare?
Great question. Let's find out.
Have you had it happen to you during games?
No, it typically happens when you're like, it's because it's something to do with air pressure, I believe, like inside your ear. And
This
it's
says-
typically when I'm like going to sleep at times, it'll
Yeah.
just, it's like, think of it as like a train's really far away, and then it whooshes right past you, right? That's what it's like. So it's like you kind of know what's going to happen, and then it just does.
It says separate studies estimate between about 10 to 18% of people experience this at least once in their life.
Okay.
So pretty common.
It's sort of like one of those, so like when you eat asparagus, right? Does your pee smell different?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like foot.
Is that not everybody?
Not, it's not everybody. Some
Just like,
people will be
just
like,
like
wow, you're
your
crazy.
ASMR and your
Wow.
frisson and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that doesn't affect everyone. Just
That's
some
true.
people.
I feel like
Yeah.
everyone I've ever met, they've said asparagus makes their pee smell. I mean, maybe I'm sure I know people it doesn't, but that's I thought that was just an everybody thing.
No, well, it's
Wow.
probably most people, but
But
I'd say like
still.
1 in 5.
Not
don't.
everyone cries to onions
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Wowzers. We're all special.
Everyone's special in their own way.
I mean,
Everyone
at
now
the
in
end of
chat's
the
like,
day-
I actually can,
I mean,
smell olives from a mile away. Say some crazy stuff like that.
at the end of the day, you're just like a walking bag of meat with a brain inside that responds to external and internal stimuli.
Quite amazing.
Really a
How
walking
the-
bag of water.
The nervous system is
It's
just
pretty
something
nuts.
that cannot be replicated.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I can't remember the stat. It's something like we have like multiple miles of nerve and Yeah, nerve endings, I assume. Whatever is in
Makes sense. Blood
veins
vessel,
Blood
and
nerves,
vessels,
and
stuff.
all
yeah.
that.
Yeah. If you take all the veins, arteries,
internals.
vessels, all that bullshit, it's like mile long.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a lot of
Which is
intestine in there
weird.
too.
Huh?
There's a lot of intestine in there too. More than you think. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
A lot of water too. We're like 2/3 water.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrorblade, huh?
Here's a question.
Mhm.
So guy drinks some H2O, he's fine, and his friend drinks some H2O too, but he dies. Why?
I don't know. Is this a riddle?
Yes.
Okay. Why would you die from drinking water?
If you drank too much already, you can die from drinking too much water.
Very
Yeah.
true.
But it's
Very
not
true.
the answer.
But
The
like
guy
a-
drinks some H2O, he's fine, and his friend drinks some H2O too, he dies. Why?
Because H2O2 is a different thing.
Great job.
Haha.
Great job,
guys.
Oh, I
That's
see.
Great
now.
job.
I see. Well
Yeah,
played,
you
sir.
guys are, yep.
Science.
Wow.
Science.
Well played, sir.
Well, you know.
Well, Terrorblade and Morphling is going to be
Into
the head-to-head.
Brewmaster. Oh.
Terrorblade into Brewmaster.
10 seconds.
I don't know about that.
remaining.
Why is that? Because the split and because the
You
utility
dispel
of the
and
dispel
throw
and
in, yeah.
cyclones and all that?
I think Alliance have to feel pretty okay about this draft, though.
Yeah, I would agree. They got Morph into TB as well.
And now you even got the Oracle with the Morph, so he's going to have an even easier game than last
Yeah.
time. So it's pretty good. I think Empire Hope have already backed themselves in a little bit of a corner here. The Axe is pretty nice against Morphling, to be fair, but not the best.
Dire
And
team
can I just say also, I'm just so glad I get to do this for a living. Shout out to chat for viewing. Thanks to Coda for inviting me. And I guess thanks Yori for making me look good. It's just great to be here. I love Dota.
We love Dota too, man. Thanks for coming out.
Me
Thanks
too.
for being tolerable.
I second the notion.
Dude, I have had conversations about like, people working in esports, and I realize it's just about people, but
10 seconds.
you're
remaining.
like, do you think that people you like, it's more about an absence
5
of negative
seconds
characteristics than like positive ones you really like? Because the way I see it, everyone's super different,
Hmm.
and you can appreciate people for their individuality.
Depends if you as an individual notice the negative characteristics at the forefront first than the good characteristics. Like if you see someone they spit and you're like, well, I don't like that, and then they move
Yeah.
on, then you're just going to
Okay,
move on.
here's an example, right? I was with someone once that like picked up something and like dropped it on the floor by accident and like
Littered.
left it there,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Aren't you gonna get that?" And she was like, "Nah, it's somebody's job."
Yeah, see, that's over. It's
Yeah.
over.
It's over.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
over.
You can definitely.
No coming back from
But what
that.
about now the opposite? Is there
What?
a good characteristic you'll see that would make you be like, I want to be with that? I would say one I can think of is like saving a dog or cat from the road.
Yeah. Okay. Here's. I would
That's not a
say.
characteristic.
Is it?
That's
I don't
just
know. It's a
lucky
it's
opportunity to be able to do that.
I don't know. It's a sense of like heroism. I don't know when you're willing to just jump into
Bravery.
a situation like that. Bravery.
Life's about like the what I'll call like photograph moments, not photograph moments, like the little ones. I'll give an example. So one of my good friends, Island Patty, works as a
10
tour guide
seconds
in like
remaining.
the Southeast Asian islands. I was at a hostel with him one time in this place called Phi
5
a while back,
seconds
and I was having a conversation with him, and for some reason he kept like, so he was like in the doorway, right, and he just kept like going like this. Going like this, going like this, going like this. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Turns out he was playing peekaboo with this like little girl who was watching
Oh.
like 20 feet away.
Yeah,
And I hadn't noticed, but I was just like that.
that's cute. Yeah.
That is something I appreciate. People that make an effort to make little positive differences in their day-to-day lives. Be that a grandma like can't I'll always offer to help people with their bags in like an airplane. I think thanking, being genuinely appreciative because like a waitress or waiter like did something nice for you, stuff like that. Like
yeah,
just
I agree.
say
Those are great.
don't just think good things about people. Say that.
Yeah.
I've tried to make that like a rule in life.
I'm trying to do better about that as well.
Yeah, that.
Sometimes you just think things and say it. Like, yeah, what you just said. Like, essentially, those things are what I'm trying to look to do is
Yeah.
more as well. Just say that stuff.
Yeah,
It's only going to be good. It's only going to make them feel good. You're going to only
Exactly.
feel good.
Yep.
What's the problem?
And it means it's
Wuss.
genuine. Yeah.
You're a wuss because you said you look nice today or
Mhm.
something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
just
with
like
you.
it feels good to give compliments. It's like the only thing you can do that makes both people feel better.
All right, let me read the Twitch chat and see if they're complimenting us right now.
No, they're not. They're
You
not.
Fucking
They're definitely
dirty casters.
10
Nah, I'm just kidding.
seconds
I love
remaining.
you guys, even
No,
though you
it's
hate
tough
the hell out of
because
us.
you'd be surprised if there's anything I learned from
5
traveling.
seconds
It's how
remaining.
damn
Dire
similar
team.
all of us are. Like pretty much all humans just want to be loved, respected, and appreciated, and it's nice to feel good. Like
Hell yeah.
it can really make someone's day. and possibly their whole life.
It can save a life, that's for sure. I think listening, that's my big one. A lot of people hear, but not enough people actually listen and consider the other parties. Like, what are they actually trying to say? You know,
Yeah, I always I just have a bunch of
10
quotes and
seconds
mantras because I feel like I'm an idiot, and there's a lot of really smart dead people, really dead
5
smart people
seconds
too.
remaining.
There's 2 lines like that I try, well 3 actually, about communication. I think there's one is like there's people who speak because they have something to say, and others because they have to say something, which is weird. Reconciling that with what I'm doing, because I'll be honest, a lot of the times we always have to say something, right? And sometimes it falls flat and it sucks, and Twitch Chat hates you.
Yeah, yeah, because sometimes you just have to say stuff to fill the air, really.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of dead words,
That's
dead
true.
talks, and
Yep.
dead thoughts happening, especially in our
Radiant
line of
team
business.
pick.
And then there's the difference.
Oh.
Ooh, nice. Into silencer, though. It's a bit rough. But I think that's a boxy shaker, so it's good. This is actually a sick draft Alliance wins. But anyway, the other thing is, like, some people are listening, and other people are just waiting for their turn to talk. You never,
Yes,
and that
yes.
right there, that is my biggest pet peeve.
Mhm.
And I can't stand, if you're in a conversation with someone, and, like, your point,
10
because I tend to,
seconds
like,
remaining.
drone on, right? And my point will do like this.
Yeah.
And someone just kind of, like, comments
5
on here
seconds
and just
remaining.
effectively ignored everything else. You're just like, oh, okay, so we're not in a conversation then. You were
Yeah.
just waiting to tell me about your trip to Disney World.
Yeah, there's a balance there, though, because you have to be good at listening, but you have to be a good speaker and
Yeah.
also, like you said, not know to drown out. Essentially, just listen to someone as if you need to teach someone else what they just told
Yeah.
you.
And then one that is from Henry Winkler, and also my dad,
Henry
Hey.
Winkler.
which is that if 2 people who genuinely love each other are having difficulties or problems, it is always due to a lack of communication.
Yep.
Because if you genuinely care about a person and they genuinely care about you, all you gotta do is talk to each other and you'll figure it out.
I'm a big believer of that.
Yeah. So if you have someone in your life you're not talking
Usually.
to, give them a call.
Yeah,
and
unless
say
it's like
sorry and I
physical
love
abuse,
you.
of course. But I mean,
It's
you
true
know,
most of the time. But yeah,
in extremes,
generally
not the case.
speaking, it just talk it out, man. Brood
Yeah, brood.
is the Kodos brood. I guess is this a thing? Is
Is this a cheat? Is this
question
cheat?
first.
It's into Earthshaker, which used to be the old what the
And
hell,
isn't
but
Zeus kind of?
Here's my issue. No non-blink initiation. It's the same thing. You've got 2 supports that are just kind of backline like add-ons, you know? Like you're throwing stuff into the party. You know, they're the archers. You know, they're not going to get up in there and get dirty.
wait, Axe? Are you talking about
Axe
Empire?
is blink required initiation.
Yeah.
Alliance, yeah, sure. You have like beef. You have Brew that can walk in. You have Boxy that's going to go Ags. You know, it's Mickey is a more active carry. TB doesn't like to get up front, close and personal like a Morph does.
Yeah, I would agree that Alliance have a more proactive kind of a lineup here. Empire have more of a we want to get what we done in our own little worlds and then reap from those rewards and
Yeah.
beat you down with them
So-
kind of a thing.
This is a support dazzle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that that is unusual
Yeah.
these days, but this is the back end of 2018 into 2019 Dota. Wraith Binds, Knolls, and
They don't have
supports
any
becoming cores.
stuns.
Mm.
They've got Berserker's Call.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's it. I actually looked at Broodmother and thought it was a Nyx assassin at first. I'm like, well, they got that. No, they don't.
It's hard when you
No,
steal
they
the
don't.
cosmetics like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, there's
You know another. This is a trade secret. I hate giving this away.
All right,
but
everyone, listen
everyone
in.
wants
Careful.
good toasts, right?
Toasts? Oh,
A toast.
a toast.
So the best toast is real simple,
Okay.
and you just raise a glass and you say, "May we all get what we truly deserve."
Prepare for
And it
I
just
mean,
works.
you can't deny that.
It just works because you could drink with a sworn enemy, and
there you go.
you know
It's
it
like
means
the-
something different.
The only thing less than that is to life.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you argue with that? You
You
know what I
can't,
mean?
you
You can't.
can't,
It's
you
like
can't.
I hope we all get. What
I
we
love
deserve. I'll drink to
living.
that.
I love living.
For our Friendsgiving this year, I said our grace, and it was, God bless us all for not being a bunch of assholes.
Well, you can't make promises for everyone.
That's better.
Well, but I knew everybody
Within
there,
that
so-
group?
Yeah, within that group. You know, it was pretty good.
That's good. At my family, I don't even think I could say that.
Yeah.
It's still a nice sentiment, though.
All right, let's see how the lane situation is going to be spread out. Looks like, what do we got down there? Was that Zeus hanging out with Brew? Yeah, Zeus, the bearded one.
30
You're a big Zeus fan,
seconds
right?
to
You've been a
battle.
Zeus fan since the ape Zeus. What was he called? Thunderbringer?
Thunderbringer.
Thunderbringer.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Han days.
It's a good hero. I like it more in scenarios like this. I think Zeus Brew together I've always liked. My favorite tricores,
Yeah.
I think EG ran one and Secret did another. It was like way back when I was first starting. But it was Brew Lone Druid Zeus, and it was Bat Brew anti-mage.
battle
And those were like,
begins.
because I was trying to find ways, because we always played Brew, to work it into lineups. And I think that that's kind of what you need. Some sort of, because Brew protects these high damage spellcasters like Zeus, and Zeus makes up for his lack of damage. And then you need this carry that can allow you to kill buildings, take Roche, win the game later on. Because Brew Zeus together don't do building damage for the most part.
Yeah. Well, that's Morphling's job, it looks like here. But it's only one, for Alliance. He's like the only building hitter, the only objective seeker and taker for the team. So they do have to hope. He has to hope that all of his pieces around him do their jobs and are able to succeed. And yeah, given the repertoire of these two teams, Alliance have a higher success chance of being able to pull that off. But Empire have a Brood. Maybe they got something funky up their sleeve. Maybe they take this game less serious and catch Alliance off guard a bit.
Did he miss the bolt? Or did he get the creep with it? I didn't see.
I wasn't too sure.
I think he got the creep.
That full metamorph being utilized to kind of last CS the wave.
Yeah, where's
Had
the
the pressure
Brood?
on, but
Brood mid against Morph. Oh, I forgot about this. Wow. So this is something Ame did first, and you go double shield against Brood, and the Spiderites, 75% of the time, are going to do no
Radiant's
damage to
bottom
you,
tower
and the
is under
Spider
attack.
things will end up doing like 4 or 5 because Morph is so high armor, and you out-hit him in the early game because you have 30 bonus damage on him. It's
That's
really cool.
Incredible.
Yeah. So that's something Ame did like 2 or 3 months ago. I've seen Morphs go against Brood and not copy his build, and I'm just thinking to myself like, are you dumb or what? But Mickey knows what's up.
You dumb, bruh?
Yeah. That's triggering when people like copy the counter but like don't understand why. It's always the why that matters. The golden circle.
Well, that was weird. Heard the Fortune's End
Yeah.
sound, but didn't quite see it. It must have been just recently used. Looks like
Pump
that is the
fake or
case.
something.
But they're dealing with an axe situation, obviously, and have to kind of work their way through it. Meanwhile, ooh, Taiga, very, very low. Forced to juke his way through the trees, but they get the upper hand and get the grab on the Terror Blade.
Such a strong lane. I love that they went off lane with the Zeus Brew. It's just so good. I mean, how do you lane a Terrorblade against a Zeus? This
Yeah, I
is
don't know.
miserable. As soon as he gets Arcanes, he's going to have to go jungle.
And is their whole thing just pretty much focus the Terror Blade and make his life a living hell?
Like, if you think about the way Alliance set these lanes up, so they've they have the hard counter in lane against the enemy carry, so he's being slowed down optimally.
Take me!
Silence is
Nice.
broken.
Mid, you have Morph getting free, like, solo XP and good farm. So your most important hero, your win condition, is in the best possible position to accelerate. And then top, Oracle Earthshaker. Who cares if Axe is farming? Your Earthshaker is free farming too. So you have a trade and 2 wins. If you were an Artifact, you'd be guaranteed taking this game.
Yeah.
Well,
I hate to fall in position for Empire where all they're going to rely on is a snowbally axe to kind of run around dunking all over the place.
Dude, I did a Phantom draft earlier. It's like the Gauntlet version. This guy got Mist of Avernus on turn 1 in 2 lanes and put him on lane 3, and I lost. I was like, wow, that's great. He had a Drow too.
what a fun game.
How is that
must have
even a
been.
thing? Pay to,
Yay,
well, it's not even
Artifact.
pay to win. It's like luck to win or something. I don't know.
Luck
Maybe I'm
to win.
garbage.
Yeah, my RNG is pretty bad with stuff like that, so I tend to shy away. Okay, here we go. Terrorblade in potential trouble again. He's got a Metamorph. He's trying to go for the finish of Quakefoot, but couldn't get it. Now the bruise in his face. And then look who shows up. Insania,
Nice
the Oracle.
rotate.
Rotates over and secures the finish. That's 2
Yep.
back-to-back takedowns on the Terrorblade
And
in the bottom.
I love that move too because if you check top, the Shaker is going to be pressured, but look at that. Level 5?
How is he
Level
handling all the creeps
level
under the
5.
tower so well? I mean, he must have had mana and shoot through some stuff.
Hey, shoot through some tangos, you spam W, you
Yeah.
get last hits. Like, the thing about it is when you're a melee hero with Quelling, you don't miss last hits.
Why doesn't the Axe want to move over to the tower at that point and kind of take it to the
Because
Earthshaker?
you can't pressure him. He'll just stun you.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, like,
It is
you can
nothing.
try, right? But how does this work? Like, what's your plan?
I don't know. We'll go with Dazzle, hopefully. And now that they know he is alone, this is their best advantage. He's got to be careful, though. Too much
Yeah.
damage on the Dazzle, and he gets stunned. It's
Like,
awkward.
yeah,
It
2
is so
tower shots.
awkward.
Yeah, exactly. 2 tower shots to Dazzle. Earthshaker won that exchange. He's got phase boots now.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's definitely an awkward and unique approach. I mean, Insania looks to have rotated back from the bottom up to the top, so he'll
Yep.
join his side again. But he got what he needed done towards the bottom
Yeah,
lane.
exactly. And look at TB in the jungle, as expected. What's Zeus got?
This is bad. Yeah,
Almost
Zeus is
right.
going to be yoked.
Close. Yeah, this is it's textbook by Alliance.
And now Brew can do whatever he wants, essentially.
And this is something that a lot of amateur teams don't get right, where Alliance is going to rotate their support in the lane he can leave, And then later, you're going to see the core start to move, probably the Boxy Shaker, to leave the support now some space to get back in the game.
At the same moment, Taiga was able to get a grab on the bottom lane, but there was fisticuffs as we saw here in the top of the river. But it is the Brew being successful and going toe-to-toe with the support, which was these new strength initiative. I mean, Brew as a support kind of position is just so good. It's just not even fair. Like, just the free crit harassment coming in, it's already hard to kind of hit him. The Drunken Haze can force people to miss CS and such. It's all crazy, man.
Dire are scanning.
Wait, does he still have the ability Drunken Haze? He does, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it makes you like sometimes hit yourself.
Okay,
That's why
yeah.
you're hitting yourself. Why are you hitting yourself?
Yeah, I mean, that
With a
sounds like
spell.
a great harassment tool. It sounds
Right?
like a great thing to disrupt the laning phase. Sounds like a great support hero now. Great everybody.
Hit him. Oh, man. Look at Taiga. I have so much respect for this man.
It's like-
He always could get the kill, and he never, ever lets one get away from him. But he does make sure to give it to his carry when possible. And this is miserable for your TB. Dream is wishing he was asleep right now.
He's wishing this was a dream, but it's actually looking like a nightmare. Is that what you were trying to say?
Oh, Nelly.
That's why this is my job. How you doing over there, Andrew?
Doing all right, you know, chilling.
You're a national treasure, Dakota.
Taiga.
Look at
You gonna
this.
win this trade,
doing?
actually? No. In
I
comes
was
the
like, is there a
silencer.
Zeus ult I'm not seeing or something? Like,
Space.
that's
+2 for the silencer, I
Dire's
guess.
structures are fortified.
They'll take it.
Yeah,
The
there's
jungle continues.
Look at the
Radiant's
Morph's
middle
CS,
tower
by
is
the
under
way.
attack.
And look at him just stand still and not take damage.
I mean, some of them are probably spiders, Kyle. I mean, come on.
It's true. But 12 denies.
I
Ain't
mean,
no
that's still
spiders.
good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
How about music? Do you have any jams you want to share with the viewers at home that they could listen to instead of our voices right
Oh, crap. No. I can't think of any on the top of my head. I don't know what kind of jams. I've been in a
Radiant's
synth
bottom
wave
tower
mood
is
recently.
under attack.
It's been weird nights.
now? I got a weird mix too. All right. So, Baby I'm Yours by Breakbot, featuring a frame solid.
Okay.
All these on Spotify. I'm all about the front bottoms right now. Twin Mattress is the jam. And then my favorite
Radiant's
jam from
bottom
last
tower
year
is
is
under attack.
When I'm Down by Wethan and Oliver. Well, Oliver Tree.
All right.
Do you know any of those?
No.
Shit.
So what, I mean, you couldn't even define what genre of
Synth-pop.
music
You know-
it was. You
so
said
do
it
you
was
like-
rock, and I don't know. It's like, okay, well, that encompasses so
Do,
much.
do you like churches then?
Churches?
Yeah.
Like a church, like a
The
Sunday
synth-
church?
No,
No,
the synth-
churches with
the
a V.
synth group.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, the
tower
church. Yeah,
is
I know
under
what you're talking about.
attack.
Sorry.
That
yes.
that
Radiant's
girl's
structures
voice
are
is
fortified.
like straight up angelic.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. Yeah, I agree.
I've been listening to a lot of
Dire's top
Radiohead.
tower
They got
Rediscover
the-
in the past, man.
Such a hipster.
I missed it. I missed Radiohead when
You
it
should
was
move
cool.
to Portland.
No, I wouldn't fit in there. They're too liberal for me, man.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, we did.
Although I live in Boulder, so that's which is also too
Is under
liberal for me.
attack.
a morph takedown is something nice going the way of Empire right now, but as you would say, there's
Radiant's
so much
bottom tower
going on
has
elsewhere.
fallen.
As we see Koikva finishing off a bottom tier 1 tower, getting his Zeus to the next level at this point.
Radiant are
Morphling takes his lead from the mid lane and head stop.
Do you ever listen to like what is it, like Simpsons Wave on YouTube?
No, but I know what you're
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that's some trippy shit.
That's some good stuff.
That's like late night study mix.
Yeah. That's man, we should have a podcast about Adult Swim and its impact on society, shaping a narrative of entertainment, because they really were ahead of their time.
Yeah, I agree.
Like way ahead. That shit was what, like early 2000s?
Yeah.
And you've got like
they brought like
meta television almost.
they brought like anime over to the Western scene, really.
Yeah, I watched Dragon Ball Z for the first time just because it was on Cartoon Network at prime time, and I
Yep.
thought it was cool. But
Yeah.
without that, I never wouldn't have even known about it.
Yeah, and this is my issue with Axe, that when they go Vanguard first like this.
Dire's
Okay.
middle
I mean, it
tower
works. Here's
is
the thing.
under attack.
I take this back, because if Axe can keep doing what he's doing, just pressure, farm, right?
the snowball.
And other heroes, a la this Brood, can get ahead and also apply pressure, it's fine. But you can't be the only person aggro in lane, because you're not buying space for anyone. You're just trading. Now, if you can do this, it allows Brood to play more aggressive
Dire's
into the enemy
middle tower
jungle,
is
Yeah.
under
and you're
attack.
collecting map control. The problem is they don't have any heroes that can capitalize on this vision and wave advantage because they have no hunters. It's Silencer and it's Dazzle. So they can't really capitalize on this advantage outside of just sheer pressure, as we see here.
It's like
oh, the
push-
dunk! Oh my god!
Okay, well, hello and goodbye, sir.
Oh,
hello
my
and
God.
goodbye. That was a facial and a half. All right. Well, meanwhile, dancing
Whoa.
between three, the axe here trying to swing. Actually gets the kill. Oh, no. You hate to see it happen.
That was a dunk with a teabag attached,
Oh,
but he
shit.
broke his knee on the landing.
Radiant's
But it
middle
still looked
tower is
rad.
under
But it
attack.
looked great.
A scrappy Empire team, though it seems the odds are against them and how things are developing through both the draft and the laning phase. They're finding ways to make it work, like you said, through pressure. And though they don't have the follow-up pressure from the support team, I was going to say they can pressure and hope that Alliance's counterfight could be countered, I guess, by the silencer and then a quick grave or anything of that nature. It seems a bit far-fetched, but they're hoping for
The thing
it.
is, it's not even about the lanes in as much as it's this part of the game, like right now. How do you get useful as a support?
Radiant's
And
top
I
tower
don't
is
see a
under
way for
attack.
Dazzle or Silencer to make themselves relevant in this game.
Buy a smoke and use
Exactly. This is what you have to do.
it. Yeah, you're that guy. You buy wards, you put them down, buy a smoke
Yep.
and use it. Yeah, one of them can do
Axe did buy his blink. He had it in his quick buy, so he got the gold from the morph kill,
that. Okay.
and now he's making plays.
Who is the easy setup opportunity nearby? We
But you gotta-
see Zeus.
You got like 100 to 0 him, though, is the problem. Because you have no other follow-up stun.
They got to get it done right
Wait for-
now. Zeus is an easy enough target to get it. Let's see, especially if it's under a wave and
Dire
somehow.
are scanning.
Oh,
The
he
heal
got
bomb.
him. He got him.
They scan.
Dire's
Battleship.
top tower is under attack.
Oh.
He found the destroyer.
Oh no, he knows trouble is nearby.
But no,
Good
both.
net worth.
Sees it now, but
Oh.
he got close enough for
Nice,
the jump.
nice. Look at that. Purges off the Zeus. The split's already coming out.
Dire's top tower is
Wow.
under attack.
Beautiful play by Insania. He got the global, the battle hunger, and the
He meant the
silencer.
battle hunger, and the global just happened to come
Yeah.
out too. That was it's so value, you know. It's like damn.
Very nice.
Oracle's the
Insania
best
is
at
not
sniping
on that
kills.
Taiga level, though. You know what I'm saying? He's taking that gold. I respect that, though. When you're 5, you got to buy those wards. Teammates, they're going to complain no matter what. You got to take a kill here and there to keep them honest.
I mean, Oracle's like the best KSer ever, pretty much. That's so convenient. He's
Yeah, yeah,
really,
it
he's
is.
really good at it. That freaking that Fortune's End
My
purge.
favorite thing, I call it, I used to just say I was taxing the wave. It's
Taxing.
like, if I accidentally TP'd or was in the area where a core wanted the wave, I just drive by, take the archer real fast, on to the next.
You understand?
You understand?
Ward tax, you know.
Exactly.
Moving on.
You want to farm this lane
You can
down
only
here?
see what's happening here because of me. Now you remember
Exactly.
that right there.
Exactly.
You remember that.
You can't just do these things for free.
K Kona, brother.
This
Everybody's
is,
paying somebody.
Position 7 silencer here.
Yeah.
He's like busted, bro.
But when he dies, he gives nothing. So that's
well,
something.
that is true. What does silencer have in his inventory? A couple of branches.
A boot.
A
No
branch.
boot.
And a windlace. That's a
No,
poor man's boot.
I can't even afford shoes. Dad, he needs to
And it's
do
not like he
pair of
has.
shoes.
He's not even close to boots.
He just needs to hit R and get to 6 somehow, but he can't get there. Heal bomb, but the blow of the false
Oh
promise
my
means that this
God.
man can dunk on your ass.
Hot damn.
All right, like, can we just GG at this point, right? Like, yeah, tip the man. I want more tips. If you're not tilted now, you're untiltable.
Hey, what if I said a little bit of that on top of it there, Silencer?
Yeah. And I feel like Empire, they really could possibly have won this game. But again, there was a scenario where they had Brood and Axe both in enemy jungle and clearing their waves. But you can't do anything with that. Your other hero is a Terrorblade. He's not pressuring map. He's afraid in his own jungle. So you're only buying space if you can utilize
Radiant's
it. And the
top
supports
tower
are just
is under
holding... Yeah, holding dick. That's it. You just hold your dick. That's
Holding
it. That's all you
dick.
can do.
Man, I'm holding dick over here, boys.
Empire need to do more of what we saw in game number 1. Boxy, in the meantime, though, pulling out an Agnum Scepter, the Boxy Classic.
I was trying to think of a different expression. Like, that's all I got.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we would say in complexity. Like,
This is it, though. This was the KL Classic from Boxy, though. He was
Yep.
the guy who brought in the Agnum Scepter on his
it's
Earthshaker,
so good.
and then everyone started following suit right after.
Yep.
Especially when you get it this timing. Max W, you know how much damage he's going to do? Not to mention, it's so satisfying.
Yeah, it is. It was so just looked at as goofy when it came out,
Yeah.
but it does the job.
Well, at the time, you also could do it out of roots, which was pretty absurd.
Radiant's
Yeah,
top
that's
tower
pretty
is under
BS for
attack.
sure. Okay, here we go.
Radiant structures
Empire
are fortified.
on the
Another
prowl. They got the
desperation.
blinking axe. The blinking axe. See, the
Fortified.
morph is right around the corner, man. If they can get it there, get it done, and get out, it'd be good.
Dire's middle
There's a
tower is
shrine
under
right behind
attack.
him, though. Yeah, they got the
Dire's
ward down,
middle
but it's
tower
too late.
has fallen.
Oh no, the Thunderstrike with the
courier!
courier! Get
The
the courier
courier!
anyways!
No!
Oh, it's too late. They know. Dunk that shit. Oh, god damn it.
Has fallen.
Nothing's going to be there for them. Empire wasting time, unfortunately.
What a bomber.
What a bummer.
Whoa!
Okay.
There's a Zeus.
waited.
Oh, the silence.
What was that?
He's fine though. How do you
Sick global.
How do you kill him?
Sunda, turn
Oh.
around,
Uh-oh.
dunking it again, smacking it down.
Oh no.
Okay,
Koifa.
well, oh no.
Koifa.
Oh no. Oh no. Jump it again, Boxy. Oh, silence. The
forgot
last,
he's
the
not
last
can't-
word.
Can't jump around.
Go now. Boom. Stop in your place. Oh, he was not able
no.
to turn around
He's
and
got
get the
dunked though.
Thunderstrike off.
He's gonna do it again. Turn around.
it, dunk.
Turn around. Got him.
Oh, he missed it.
No.
He missed. He actually missed.
Oh, he tried.
Oh, but he
Oh,
hasn't missed that one.
There we go.
He comes back with the dunk.
Okay,
Now
but
he gets
finally,
dunked for real.
Tim Duncan gets slammed on by Ewing here now.
Who needs a Space Jam sequel?
That was sick. That was a lot of fun. And Alliance in the meantime.
That's
Oh, that's Empire.
Yeah.
Empire in the meantime inside the Roche pit. Oh, well, they're utilizing the time quite nicely. Alliance farming elsewhere though. Still getting resources pulled in.
Yeah.
Not
see.
way out in the head though.
I would feel better about the draft because obviously Alliance won certain portions of it. The problem with the Empire Dream here is that their win condition, the Terrorblade, is countered by Morphling, which is Alliance win condition.
Dire's structures
And I
are
fail to
fortified.
see how, as the team with
Dire's
limited
top
options to
tower
actually
is
make
under
moves
attack.
and plays and acquire
Radiant's
pressure,
bottom tower is
you're
under
also
attack.
going to somehow like beat this Morph
Yeah. Unless you could somehow take the morph out first and foremost.
with your.
But you need to hope out. It's Axe leading in, the Terrorblade
Dire's
already
top
being
tower
there,
has fallen.
damaging the morph who's
And
you
your
know disabled.
your only follow-up stun is a silence, and he's
Radiant's
going to have a
bottom
Manta.
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Mid lane. Here comes Boxy. Looking to take it to the silencer. Good step back though. Does avoid the bounce. Now Axe jumps in. Good call. Can't get him low enough for the threshold. He'll just simply hop out from trouble.
Silencer's
Meanwhile,
dead.
yeah,
Bruce split.
Comes
Mickey. He's back in. Berserker's call. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. This
Dire's
Morphling doing some
courier
pretty
has been
decent
killed.
damage. They just feed the Courier into the Axe. The spin will kill it. But Axe does end up almost
no.
going down. He turns on to Mickey first. Not the Dream. Insania pops an ult on himself. False Promise buys him some time, trying to heal back up. Think he'll be good. Now the jump back in. Big damage.
My good God. Oh! He's coming. I thought he was going to make it to him somehow.
He's got dunk in 5 seconds.
Oh my God, the dunk is
3,
like up all the time.
2,
Get that spider.
1.
Oh, he wanted to do it.
Get him!
He wanted to do it. No, can he do it? Oh, he got him.
Oh.
He got at least the little cute
Dude,
dazzle.
look at the damage! Oh my God!
Get him again. Come on, jump forward.
No. Flashing beer on him. Maybe he'll hit himself and kill himself.
Yeah, lets it go.
Attack.
Oh.
I'll be there.
I'll be there for you.
18 and 8.
Woohoo.
Alliance on the up.
So there's the thing. TB, he's got to like rush a Black King bar, but we'll see. I mean, that was a good fight for them, all things
Dire's top
considered.
tower
The
is
net
under
worths are
attack.
looking good. Koifa's fallen off a bit. I blame the Veil first. I'm an advocate for almost always getting Arcanes first into Aether Lens because it allows you to stay on map. You can't with just Veil and no Soul Ring.
Yeah, it's true. You'll have to eventually spend everything you got, and then you're
Yeah.
kind of stuck dry.
And it just, I hate when you're Zeus and you don't feel good about spamming mana to farm. I'd actually advocate that Soul Ring is good most of the time. I think Tranquils, I think Arcanes
Dire's
into
middle
Aether
tower is under
Tranquils, and
attack.
they're just always on map. It's nice.
Well, Broodmother currently at top of the net worth, but it really wouldn't be a Broodmother game if she wasn't at top of the net worth doing her thing.
Dire's structures are
The
fortified.
important thing, though, is the Terrorblade is 2 spaces below, trying to supplement a bit. But here's Empire.
Oh, is
Smoked
that
up.
Dazzle have a Vlad's? He's, wow.
All
He
right.
looks really farmed, doesn't he? But really, Vlad's is just super cheap. Yeah, thus, it's good.
Thus, also no reason to not buy one in your game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the return of Zeus. Now he's got a full gas tank of mana. Oh, BKB also picked up on that Brood. That could catch Alliance a bit by surprise. I mean,
Yep.
BKB kind of shuts the Zeus down pretty hard. What happens if the Broodmother just decides to BKB and rush down Quakefa, let's say?
Radiant are scanning.
What are they going to do about it?
I mean, Huh. It's a good question. He has to play really safe. He can't be the one targeted.
Does. I don't know. Quakefuss had some interesting positioning.
I like a lot the Lotus on Boxy. It's kind of what I expected, this Ags into Lotus build, because you can just spam your spells and you don't fear Sunder. You can remove the silence. It's just a really nice way to itemize the Earthshaker. And it allows him to not... He's more of the in-your-face strength hero on top of being one of the best initiators.
Yeah, that'd be nice. See what Boxy does. Itemize.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But Alliance are crossing the river here. We haven't seen too much of them crossing the river. Now they are going to be able to finish this tier 1 tower. Not too forthcoming in the objectives. They feel pretty confident with just the game progressing.
They've got the Manta, so they feel strong.
Oh, okay. Jump onto Morph. Can they dunk him down? Global does come out when they try to bail him.
Oh,
Nice save.
Boxy.
He's able to make it away. Now the Spider chasing on, using that BKB, but the False Promise is there to help out the Morphling. I'm not too sure how he can min-max the health with this False Promise on him. But that Brood is just chomping him down to bits, and they will be able to get the finish onto that Morphling. They will lose their axe, it looks like, as a consequence, but Terrorblade's here now, and he's got the damage to dish out. Let's see if he can do work onto this Brood.
Kodos in trouble. He's on the run. Limited webs here, but he drops another one on the way out. Now the Earthshaker comes jumping in.
Oh, no, this is the coordination.
They toss the TB up. Shaker jumps back the other way. Alliance could still have some options here, but the slam is not what you want.
Yeah, Boxy missed his initial couple leaps in and thus never actually got a good dunk off. Would have liked to see him just go for the Terrorblade, really. I mean, he kills him almost by himself.
Kind of an unfortunate little downside to the Ags, I guess. If you
Yes.
can't find the connection on the leaps, you're just kind of stalling out time from getting what you want your spells to do.
It's like a dunk, though. If you miss the dunk, you look like a fool.
Yeah.
You dunk it, boom.
We've only seen a little bit of, like, while he's in air making the jump, they can actually sidestep it, and then it gets a bit awkward, where Blink would be nice to have the instant cast. But, you know, it's just one of those situations. Alliance are going to have to try to shrug that one off. But for Empire, it's a good window of opportunity they can jump through here. They're moving past the river, and they're going to try to remove as much farm as possible from Alliance so they can't try to recover.
Well, real game here.
Yeah, we got
Empire home.
We got a bit of a game.
Empire Hope, rather. They're finally in the lead.
30 seconds on Global still to work with here, but I don't see Alliance really being too proactive at the moment, so Empire will have all the tools available if there is another skirmish to break out, and they're going to scout things out to see what's going on. And yep, there's that Lotus.
Uh-oh. Full duration ward. That's nice. Feels real good.
Well, Empire Kyle got to be doing some things right here.
It's just a product of the draft. TB Brood do farm the map incredibly efficiently. Perhaps I overestimated the impact of Shaker, but at the same time, Alliance hasn't really been able to capitalize on their draft's advantage in this mid-game portion. Zeus Shaker can be killing anything, anywhere, and they just haven't been able to connect.
Yeah, I hope they don't decide to really pump the brakes on that kind of potential right now, but I am seeing the Zeus just doing his own thing right now, farming up through the top lane, and Alliance just kind of riddled throughout the map. Well, wait, okay, here we go. Now they're deciding to come together. Somebody's got some of the good stuff, and they're going to pop it.
Yeah, that's a good timing.
Okay.
Dire's bottom tower
Just after they
is
saw
under
Zeus
attack.
in the top lane, we'll see if Empire are going to be privy to this at all. And they are in a pretty defensive position here on Empire's side. They're deep.
Morph is
Dire's
still going for a
bottom tower is
shotgun.
under attack.
They got the scan off, but they do see them still. Brood, Axe, Posturing.
Oh, they definitely know
Radiant
something's
You want to
fishy
fight
now.
south, away from that shrine if you're Alliance.
Dire's structures are
Oh,
fortified.
they're all going to get out
Won't
of here.
pop, but I think they're already gone.
Dire's
All right,
bottom
Alliance
tower is
not able
under
to
attack.
find anything with that smoke.
It's just because they know. Like, you can see the TB illusion beating on the tier 2 bottom. If no one's cutting that wave, catching it, then you know for sure they're making a move. Tier 2 almost going down just to the creeps in that one illusion.
Good heads up from Empire there. Empire now
Dire's
moving their own way
bottom
through the
tower
center
is under
lane.
attack.
Who plays it slow, though, on this? Who is more subject to having to be proactive on the map and not allowing the other team to just really farm the map?
Dire's
I
bottom
think
tower is
Alliance
under attack.
around item timing is like Morphling wants to get a shotgun for sure, but Terrorblade Brood is kind of scary here as they scale, especially since the Morphling's behind, right? So if they keep farming evenly.
Yeah, I don't know how much easier it's going to get. You see there,
Radiant's top
that
tower
build up on
is
the
under
Broodmother.
attack.
He's going for the, imagine, Bloodthorn in the future. All right.
Lotus Orb.
Lotus
Good work.
reflecting off the poison troubles a bit.
And the Battle Hungry.
Yeah, all for bounty. Bounty hype right now. I don't know, though. We'll have to
2
see.
for 2.
Is it shotgun? Is it get the shotgun, then go do stuff if you're Alliance,
3
man?
for 1.
He's
I mean, you got it, right?
Oh, wait. Is he changing his mind now?
Yeah, it looks like
Or is it on the way? No. Changed his mind.
interesting.
Okay, though. Here we go, Empire. Smoked up, looking to move in, scouting out where the Roche is at, if it's there. They spotted Boxy through the mid lane. And I don't even think it's a good bait if they wanted to jump the Terrorblade, but maybe he's there to kind of distract a bit, because it looks like they're already creeping people inside the Roche. Oh, Thunder Gods, though,
See
will
it.
ping it.
And they will scatter. They're intimidated by the ult. Oh.
Yeah, Boxy
Can't remove
surrounded.
the silence now, because you Lotus preemptively.
Yep.
Oracle though.
Oh.
He still, He still dies to the axe though. We got to be careful.
Oh, he's quickly got to heal him up. He's healing him up.
Just
Should be
in
fine.
time.
Going back in. Hitting with the dunk. Instant
Dunk.
burst. They're going to go ahead and get that Terrorblade down. Good grab there. And now moving in. Mikke trying to unload as best as he can. There's a good grave, though, to bail out the axe. And he's going to try to turn and run, but they're able to cut him off and finish him off in his tracks. The follow-up kill's also there. Double buybacks now going to be forced out from Empire. They want to hold on to the momentum they've claimed for themselves. They can't hand this back over to Alliance, but Alliance are taking it.
Well, Oracle made that whole thing possible. Incredible save at the last second. Allowed the dunk to come out onto the TB, and that's what started the whole chain reaction of Empire getting cleaned up.
Yeah, but bear in mind, if you dunk someone under the kill threshold affected
Radiant's
by Oracle ult,
bottom
they still
tower
die.
is under attack.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it cuts through
Yeah.
the ult like it kills a courier.
Kills you the same way you kill like Grave.
Yeah.
You're just dead.
Yeah.
Like it changes the binary from 1 to 0 or something. It's so cool. I can't imagine coding Dota. Thank God I didn't.
Yeah, I was curious of the draft, just how it interacts with Morphling and trying to gain his own stats within the False Promise. Sounds like a headache to me. All right, jump in after the fissure to lock. Brood in his spot. He's going to be forced to pop BKB and starts chunking down the Brew, able to get the finish there. Brood on Brew action. And now the Brood goes back inside the pit.
Oh, no.
They popped the Morphling, though, even through the Promise. And he's going to be finished off. Now the Roche to fall, and it falls and is picked up by the Radiant. It's Dream who grabs the Aegis now. And they're going to be chasing out, looking to get a hold of Boxy here, trying to head to the high ground. Koikfa there waiting. He's a bit low on mana.
Duncan 10.
And they're going to have to bail out, it looks like. They can fissure and slow them down, but I don't know if they want to keep swinging. Oh, Sunder save. Onto the grave. Brood.
Dude, there it's just... It's insane.
Oh!
Dire's middle tower.
Tries to fly off, but
He might still live. He's in the
still holding
trees.
out. Turnaround
Oh my
fissure, leaping
God,
away. The
Boxy.
man is
So
good.
ridiculous.
Woo.
Let me get some OS frogs, please. I usually don't ask Twitch chat for help, but good God.
Well, Orchid now up on the Brood Mother. And Alliance still not really in control. Very tight game.
See if BKB? It's down, isn't it? Yeah.
Ooh,
Not for long, but
Grave.
it's
They
down.
don't want to lose this Aegis this fast. Not like this.
Thunder.
It is going to be like that.
Like this, like that.
And this is how
Thunder
it goes.
BKB though. He's got it. He's ready to fight. Maybe.
Global.
Oh, Lotus was too early.
Can they make anything out of this timing, though? Brood is able to get the quick pinch and finish onto the Zeus. Oracle waiting on that back end side. He's got to go for the save, but it's not there and available. And now Morphling goes down. What's happening, Empire?
Koifa's itemization, like, if you're going to go this Blink build, you got to, like, never be caught. But there's a reason you see Yules traditionally on Zeus along with the Blink, because you can,
Dire's structures
you know,
are
throw yourself up in the air. But he's just getting jumped by Brood and dying.
Terrorblade is getting scary. Just chunked the Morphling there.
Oh, man.
Axe is doing a great job. He's their one
Dire's
stun, and
middle
he's
tower has fallen.
killing Morph. That's 2 fights in a row.
Yeah.
He's getting the catches.
Yep. He needs to be, he's where he needs to be. And the siege is on here. A buyback has to be forced out, though the Morphling is going to continue to remain in the grave. They're going to try to make the best with it without him.
There's no BKB on that Terrorblade. Just go kill him, boys.
He's got the grave. He runs back out. Boxy tries to jump in, but
Oh,
may have
Lotus.
overextended.
Nice
Goes out
force.
the other side. Does get hit with the Sunder on the way out. False Promise save. Looking to go for the Brew. He's eating a bit of damage and does manage to survive through it. Broodmother now with the BKB. Gets a couple of bites in, but it looks like the call has been made from Empire to withdraw from this one.
Back they go.
Oh.
Almost looking for him.
Good retreat path from Empire here, boys.
Dire
And
are
look at where we are now. 3K net worth advantage. It's going for Empire.
Alliance does get 3 runes out of the bargain. Not bad. The morph just not really having the impact you would have expected. I questioned the build a little bit. I liked the Manta, but if you're going to go Manta, I feel like you just go Scotty after. He went for the Ghost Scepter, now back for Scotty. It just feels a bit awkward. He could have had the Scotty for that in that last fight because he bought back there.
Oh, you're.
Alas.
Did he end up buying back?
I think he did. No, I lied. He didn't.
He had 20 seconds. So.
I was testing you. I'm really trying to cultivate this image as like a person that could always be full of shit so that if I'm wrong, people just think I'm messing around. Is it working?
Sure.
Cool.
It's a good strategy.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been confident but wrong. A lot of people have.
Yeah. It's more fun to be confident but right.
Yeah.
At least it's better than being left. And by left, I mean left alone without a friend.
Oh, that's just sad.
Nobody wants to be a Billy No Mates.
Radiant's middle
What?
tower
Billy
is under
No Mate?
attack.
Yeah, it's British insult. Billy No Mates. That's what you call the lonely kid with no friends.
That
I
sounds like
didn't know
something they
that.
say in Portland, Dakota.
What would they call him over here? A little loner, I guess? I don't know.
Lone wolf.
Loser.
Still
America's
loner, loser.
different, though. We idolize
Radiant's
the rebel
middle
and the
tower has
independent.
fallen.
Billy No Mates is messed up, though, because you're picking on the kid who already is alone.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah,
If he doesn't have any mates, you don't need to call him a Billy No
There's
Mates.
a bunch of bullies over there.
Well, that's the never mind.
All right, Empire postured up for a mid defense, but Alliance are not pushing into them. Alliance have other things to take care of, it looks like. Fending out the pressure from the top lane and moving across the map.
What is more satisfying? A sneeze, a burp, or a fart?
Sneeze.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, I've had some satisfying farts and burps, but I think a sneeze is pretty satisfying most of the time.
Okay.
Because, like, the build-up of those, you're just like,
Yeah.
farts and burps are not really like that. Agree?
Okay.
Yeah.
Disagree, everyone?
I'm with it.
I
All
think
right,
it. I'm with
sneezes.
it. I agree.
Sneezes.
Okay, what's a better feeling? Eating when you're really, really hungry, or peeing after you really, really had to go for a while?
Probably the peeing.
Yeah, I can see that. It's more of a need.
Peeing, the peeing one eventually gets painful.
Yeah.
Not eating is painful in like another way, but it's not like. There's been a couple times where you're like stuck at a concert or something and you can't get out and you're just like, I need to go so bad.
Yeah.
That's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
I was always wondering, like, so you know, like Times Square, right, to watch the ball drop?
Yeah.
You know how you're like in the middle of a crowd for like 6 hours?
Yeah, it's awful.
And drinking.
How do you use the bathroom?
I have no
Like,
idea.
what do you do?
I don't know. Those
Are
people
people
are
just in
insane.
diapers?
You bring a bottle, I guess.
I would never.
You're just
I
peeing in
lived,
the middle of the crowd?
I lived in New York for many years, and I never went to Times Square and did that.
I never
Screw
understood
that.
the appeal.
You don't go to Times Square when you live in New York.
I mean,
you
watch
avoid it.
Watch it on TV though. Like, why do you want to go
Yeah,
stand
I don't
there?
know. I don't know. Just say you were there. Cool.
Dire's bottom
But-
It's
tower
like
is
Coachella.
under
That's
attack.
why I don't like Coachella. It's not about the festival and having fun. It's about being at Coachella and
Dire's
maybe
bottom
seeing a
tower
celebrity.
has fallen.
Yeah.
Depends if you're going with friends, I guess, and you're having a big old adventure out of it.
Oh, sure, but go to a better festival. That's all I'm saying. One that's less expensive
Dire's
and
bottom
has
tower
less,
is under
Eh,
attack.
you know.
I think they just use Coachella as like that's the reason to come together and go because it's like that once a year event. But it could be something else. You're right. It could be something every
guess.
weekend.
Dire's
Hey, if
middle
you're at
tower
home, by the
is
way,
under
if
attack.
you have any like low-key festivals, you know, I'm into, you know, let me get a good rave, right? Send me a link, let me know, because I'm looking for one. I want to do it in Europe.
Hit me
though.
up with your crazy underground rays, guys.
No, well, no. But I mean, like in summer, like I've always wanted to do Tomorrow World,
Radiant's
and
top
I really
tower
wanted
is
to
under
do
attack.
Sensation White, but that got canceled.
I don't know any of these things. I'm old.
Yeah, I feel old too, dude.
I don't
There's
rave.
one that I think the Dota players like. It's called the
Radiant's
Hangout
top
Fest.
tower has
It's in
fallen.
Alabama on the
That's what
Gulf
I call
Shore.
my house. What?
Well, it's on the Gulf Shore, right? But it's super low key. It's like on the beach, and it's
Okay.
more laid back. It's got like zero. Like it's got some ska. It's like ska,
Ah,
reggae,
okay.
rock. You know,
Do you like ska? Is that why he said you?
Yeah, I like
loves
ska.
ska.
Yeah, we saw
He had dreads.
You look like a guy
He
who
had
likes ska.
dreads.
Less
Yeah.
Than Jake, Streetlight Manifesto,
Streetlight
Real Big
Manifesto's
Fish.
good.
Saw
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
them
yeah.
live in Colorado in the last year.
Streetlight Manifesto is ska?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like big band,
Huh.
almost, you know?
They've got a sax, a trumpet, and a trombone.
All right.
That's ska.
That's ska for you.
Gotcha.
If you can listen to it and smoke weed to it, it's probably ska, I guess. I don't know.
What's the deal with
What
raves,
can't you-
though? Like,
know.
do you have to be on drugs to enjoy raves? Is that like a stereotypical thing?
no.
Obviously, it helps. I
Okay,
get it. You know,
you need to enjoy one of three things, or all of them. Okay, dancing, sweating, and drugs.
okay.
I personally, I really enjoy dancing. I just fucking love to dance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I always have a good time.
Okay. Are there people out there that enjoy sweating?
I don't know.
I hope raves don't stink, though. I bet they do.
I
No,
bet they
no, because they're one-day things. That's the thing, and most people are trying
So
to
is-
like put off a good
yeah, I
impression.
guess.
The camp out 4-day festivals where people don't shower.
DreamHack?
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
No, I think Grant was talking about it, but DreamHack has this very unique smell because of all the fast food that just like sits out for like 3 days. So it's sort of like
We're talking about the Bring Your Own Computer LAN event.
Yeah.
Other DreamHacks are, of course,
yeah, exactly.
great.
DreamHack
Tournament
Winter
Expos.
specifically.
We're talking about the Bring Your Own Computer.
The big
Everyone's
one
in
in
the
Sweden.
24/7
Uh-huh.
event.
And it's like thousands of people. It's
oh yeah,
really massive.
that was the
Yeah.
Big Han event. I've gone to like
Mhm.
9 of them, and man, they
Yep.
are Billy's. Shout out to Billy's Pizza. Never again.
Billy's. Dude, the Billy's special. It's a slice of pizza and a sugar donut.
Yep,
What
Their combo deal.
yep.
All right.
20. It was 20 crowns when I was there.
That sounds about
Maybe
right.
30,
It's pretty cheap.
which is like 5 real monies.
$5. Yeah.
5 real monies. Real money, of course, with our real metric system.
So what's happened in this game, by the way? It's pretty much
It
just
went
posture.
total. It went total stalemate.
Yeah.
Total stalemate.
We've seen this a lot, though. This kind of just happens after Roche dies and there's an initial skirmish because neither team has enough of an advantage to make something happen, and they also don't have buybacks, right? So they're
Yeah.
trying to preserve
Like,
time.
I need X,
fight
Y,
next
Z
Yep.
before it's time to go, and I'm only on X right now.
Come on, boyos. Let's get some
Oh.
kills.
Man, shout out to David, by the way. He's got that glazed look over his eye of the guy that's been observing Dota for like 12 hours straight.
David
But
should
man,
probably not
what a
technically
trooper.
be observing this game
Yeah.
because one man should only be able to observe so many games in a day, but David is a trooper.
Yep.
We all should be giving it up to Observer David right now
Yep.
for doing, this is what, 1, 2,
I was gonna say, y'all
3,
better
4, 5,
hope-
6, 7, 9th game at least. 9th.
Yeah.
if you
Y'all
count the
better hope
canceled
we
game.
never have an esports union. It's going to be some trouble if we have to start complying
Yeah.
with labor laws.
Look out, BTS.
Although, I'll be honest, all of esports, I think, is full of workaholics. Am I right?
Oh,
really
yeah, it
is.
is.
Because that's the only way to get to that point
Yeah.
is to grind your ass off at some point.
Yep. I was talking with Josh about this, but like he'd been working for like 3 years and never actually felt like he took a vacation. Because even when you get like those 4 or 5 days at home, it's more catch up with family, and you're always on call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go home, you probably still check in on your
Well,
phone.
that Slack is up the whole time, it feels like.
Oh, yeah. I just read an article about how even just having your phone and being wired into the communications makes it a lot more difficult for your brain to rest.
Yeah.
And it might be contributing to like poor sleeping habits, stuff like that.
I believe it. Yeah. No,
Also, when I
believe it.
mentioned unionize, your face got real sour for a second. We want to explain that?
Don't tell
good
them.
luck with it, man. I mean, it'd be nice if we get to that point and everyone's able to kind of coexist. I mean, I was in the Actors Equity Association. I know what it's like to be in a union.
Gotcha.
I was in the nice audition area, but
Gotcha.
you better believe I had to audition in the shitty area many a time. many casting
Crazy.
shifts of barely any breaks, non-stop work.
Oh, shit.
Okay, full silence
Dead
going out
Brew.
right now. They get
Dang
the
it.
instant finish on the Brew, and he's going to have to buy back out of this one. Empire's still holding onto this game, a commanding position as they want to claim the Roche pit for themselves. Jumping to the low ground, though, and an instant deletion of the Black Archangel that was Silencer. Another buyback.
Ruh-roh.
He committed the global already, though, right? Yep, so he's just going to have to do it the old dirty way. Meanwhile, Focus possibly going for the dare play, caught within the Fissure, can't run out the other side, but decides to turn his focus instead onto the fight. Morphling runs out on a chase, and now they have to bail him out with a Grave. It's just a hot mess all over the place here. Bruce split to chase him out. The others are looking for. They're trying to get a hold of what looks like the poor and frantic little Oracle.
Doing over there?
He's like running down for an Oracle who's got a false promise, it looks like. He goes down. He's got to buy back, but no Metamorphed.
I mean, this is great for Alliance. You're just trading buybacks.
I mean, they're all chewing through a lot of money now. That whole stall period was to save up for this moment here. Move in,
where's
dunk.
this team? Where's Boxy?
What in the world?
Now they're here. More, but so's the Terrorblade. This could be a dieback for him if he goes down. The grave.
Boxy!
But no one was there.
The reflection. Oh.
Boxy has just not had an impact in this fight.
Oh,
And now he has. Now he has.
He gave life to Terrorblade, so he's got an impact for the other team, it looks like. He's got to run out the other direction. Broodmother on the chase here. Mama's hungry. Turn around, Fissure, move in,
The cheese!
snipe, but he eats that cheese and it tastes Gouda.
Axe is in. Axe is out. Now the Terrorblade pursues, brings
he
down the
blinked and
Oracle.
W'd.
There could be more. This Earthshaker's on the run. Does get off the Fissure. Very nice. Axe hits him with a Battle Hunger. Gets off the Lotus.
Oh, dude,
but
this
now
blink on
there's more.
Terrorblade.
He's just chasing him
So
down.
good.
The pursuit is brutal, and this is going to be a dead Earthshaker.
Woo.
No buyback. Empire come out big.
How many deaths across the board for that one?
I mean,
That was-
man, Alliance just taking these fights so strangely. The split is fine, but you don't need to take these huge engagements. You know Meta's got 15 seconds or so left. Trade split for it and re-engage. But Boxy's like diving after Dazzle, who got thrown up by the Bruce. We waited under him that entire fight, and they need him. They really need him. All the BKBs were down, but he wasn't in the vicinity to turn around on these cores.
The call to action wasn't quite there, and Empire reaping in the benefits, it seems. They get the Roche, they get the Aegis for themselves, and it was 3 diebacks for Alliance. The buyback only showed the 2, but the Brew was the first buyback to start things out. It's 3 diebacks. So 8, I don't know, they kill everyone, right? Like an 8-man wipe. Good God.
And they're already ready. They got Arcane Rune, Meta up. It's time to go. You know Boxy is not going to be
Global's
alive.
probably up too, right? Yeah, looks like it. This
No
is good.
buyback on the Shaker.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Empire, here they come.
Can you imagine if they win this after getting a free win in Game 1?
Now we'll never know what would have happened in Game 1.
Empire, A New Hope.
I like that name. I guess that's kind of why they named it, right? Because of all the jokes about Empire.
Maybe that's it, dude.
Maybe that's it. Oh my God, yeah, he's eating a lot of
Kyle.
damage. He's gonna be forced to do the Sunder though. Nice quick takedown though.
God, it's so hard to push into Zeus with TB. Oh, where? What? Taunt?
They're making it work, though. He's just going to go bottom. They'll leave the range standing mid, and he's going to try to finish off this Tier 3. McKay.
He's getting what he wants done here.
Dude, the
Graves.
Sunder talent. The Sunder talent.
Sunders
though.
and Graves. All he needs.
They
False
already
promise on the
Oracle.
other side.
And
Trying to
he
get
has
him
the
on.
refresher shard. Let's stay on the TB. Is he going to use it?
Global. Looking to go for the fish on the Rex as they're also diving the Oracle on the other side. Terrorblade,
Boxy.
another Grave. Fissure's there to block him out. He's so low. There's the finish. Dunk comes just after,
It's just
unfortunately, the
Aegis,
takedown.
though. Yeah,
Yeah.
not amazing. This Brood now taking a lot of damage. BKB expires.
Oh, they got
heads
her.
back.
Oh!
Grave just in time.
But now go for the Terrorblade if you can.
Sunder. They can. TB,
Oh,
he just
man.
popped the
Oh, my
refresher
God.
shard. There's another meta. He's back, and he's big. Dream is going big.
Empire.
He's killed the Morphling, and it's looking like Alliance might be knocking on Elimination's door. Third one down. No, Boxy makes it back to the grave. They're
get out
going
of the
deep.
fountain.
Guys, focus on the objectives. Tier 4 is still standing.
Can they still defend this somehow?
If they killed Boxy there, probably not, but it looks like they'll have a chance. Another
Graves.
beautiful grave from Dazzle, but I think he's done here. It's too much damage.
Take down Koikfa. Now he's got to buy back. But they're just fountain farming him at the moment here, using the back end of this Metamorph.
TB running out of duration. They're actually not going to do the crippling damage they were hoping for.
Yeah, it's not enough to force Alliance to tap here. They're going to fight this one out. I don't think they'll think this is over. I've seen the name Alliance come back from crazier games than this.
TB now trying to push top. He'll get that Tier 3, focusing on Barracks down bottom. What's exposed? What do we got? They've almost got this Barracks. The defense, it's been made. Axe has to BKB. He'll get repelled. Now on the top lane, though, they did get the Barracks.
Yep. Brood's holding up mid, Axis working on bottom. They're trying to spread Alliance thin as much as possible for these defensive resources. They still got 40 seconds without the Morphling to even work with 2.
Another BKB. Brewmaster's back, but he doesn't have the ultimate. This is going to be a bottom lane of Barracks now. Very soon to be Megas, and that's going to be it.
Oh my gosh,
Down they go. Crippling damage indeed, boys.
Shout out to Dream, man. Put the team on his back. I love the Blink Dagger purchase. I think TB in this new meta is going to have a little tweak to how you play it, and this Blink Dagger, holy shit.
What does it really add except for like the chase
The blink
to catch
reflection,
up
the blink in and melee attack Scotty so that you don't need meta to actually be aggressive.
And it's making up for their lack of stun and control, right? Like,
Yeah.
Axe has been playing an incredible game, but this gives TB that ability to actually jump
Yeah,
in and
because
use his
you don't
slows.
have those 2 seconds to walk over, and that time is going to be a save or he's just going to – there's just no follow-up stun, so –
The Dazzle has
Do it
been playing
yourself.
out of his mind, too.
Yeah.
Like those
Man.
non-stop Graves.
Yeah,
just
they were
completely
great. Everyone's
changed
really
that.
stepping up on Empire for this game. It's like this is probably some of their best Dota play that we've seen through this tournament. I mean, the Axe is there to kind of set things up. He's able to get the finishes with the dunks.
Yeah.
I think the globals have been good too from Silencer. I'm sure he's had
Yeah.
some feeds, but I mean, he's low net worth. He's going to feed. It's
No,
fine.
he's done well.
they
overall.
lost the DD rune. Red is he bottled.
Yeah, that's a bummer. This is also that support Dazzle. Like we said, have basically seen him exclusively as a core this tournament and just showing some credence to the old-fashioned 4
To be
Dazzle.
fair, 4 Dazzles very different from 5 Dazzle. I
Very
don't even
true.
consider 4 a support in this game, considering how many wards the Silencers bought.
I'm with you on that.
It's more like 5 Dazzle is the way to play it, I would say. Would you agree?
That's fair. I think that's totally fair.
Yeah, Silencer's poverty, unfortunately. Just tranquil glimmer.
Yeah.
All right, but Alliance don't feel out yet, even though it's Megas. Very, very tall order. It's a very tough situation. I'm sure they hate to look at it like this after all of the work they've gone through. They were even potentially going to be in the upper bracket, but the tiebreakers, the very end of yesterday, now they're here playing the very end of today in what could be potentially their very last game of this tournament and have to be watching tomorrow and in the action. You hate to see it. If you're an Alliance fan. If you're an Empire fan, they're starting to show up just when you need them the most.
That's true.
They're showing
Maybe,
up when you need them.
Empire Hope building some fans here.
They're trying to be the best of the 3 team, right? Empire Faith, Empire Hope. So what would Faith be if Hope is a new Hope? Is Faith anything in Star Wars? I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan, to be honest. I'm sure that triggers people. No?
I'm becoming
You know Star Wars
not a
much
Star
either?
Wars fan.
I'm a Star Wars guy.
There's nothing Faith, right, in any of the titles or movies, right?
Not really.
Okay.
They never even really say have faith in the Force. It's just believe in the
May the
Force.
faith of the Force be with you? I don't think
Yeah.
that's how it went. May
No.
the Force, may the fourth faith be with you. May the faith be with you.
May the fourth faith.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it worked. All right, but they're not being overzealous, not
Whoa.
being over eager. They understand their advantage. I mean, do Alliance even have that kind of one-and-done team to wipe out a fight and rush through the base? I don't know if Morphling can kind of dish out that kind of damage. They don't even have like a solid rapier candidate, you know?
No. This Earthshaker needs the dunk of a century. And then a refresher and another one.
Zeus got a refresher, though, I see.
That's something. Not even going for the refresher. He wants a heart. Tin Man style.
All right, folks, you can close it out now. Just get into that base over there.
Let's see,
They're
Empire.
doing it right. They're just pushing all
Yeah.
the waves. They get aggressive.
They haven't been in this position
No.
very often, Kyle. Oh, it's a jump, and it's the Sunder save, trying to bail out their Dazzle friend, but he's
What the-
caught out of position. Now he's got to buy back. Alliance, are they smelling blood in the water here, looking to run on in, going for the Terrorblade, dunk follow-up.
No.
It's the burst with the Nimbus
Oh,
up top. No! He's able to get the Sunder and live on and fight it out. Not quite there. The Grave to secure it. They're going to try to fight through it. The Morphling doing his best, but the call's there with the Blade Mail. He's able to get the Ghost, walks out the other side. Terrorblade moves in. He moves right back out. In the mix, though, little Black Archangel with the right clicks trying to pepper him home as best he can, but Alliance will lose multiple. Forced to buy back now. It looks like this is the beginning of the end. Dream is in the house, and he's taking everything down with him.
Yeah, the creeps are overwhelming. Tier 4 is down now. It seems imminent. There is going to be one final glyph, and there it is. That will hold for a few more seconds, but Alliance running out of resources, fresh off their buybacks. They pick up a kill on the Silencer. He'll buy back and try to get back into this fight. Yet another Sunder comes out. The false promise, buying Boxy a little more time.
It
but
is
the creeps
all
do the
over.
dirty, and Alliance is eliminated.
Woo! Oh man,
Wow.
it's hard to watch, especially if you're an Alliance fan. For everything I said before, it was a hard journey to get to this point, working through tiebreakers, being a potential top 3, maybe in a favorite to take this whole thing. It was such a joy to listen to Insania every time he called in. Always had that smile. You could just hear it. And now this. He had that unfortunate little internet situation. And we tried to allow as much time as possible, but you can only do so much. And now without that first game, this is where we are.
0, 15, and 18 on that silencer, but still finds the big W.
Yep. Almost there to the Malk Award. Almost there.
Spicy.
Yeah. Wow. So just like that, Empire Hope are going to be the team to move on, and now they have the test to face against No Pango.
Yep, in the lower bracket finals, up first thing tomorrow.
And I'm sure you're thinking, well, that should be easy for No Pango, but didn't we think that this was going to be easy for Alliance?
We sure did. We also thought No Pango would probably be in the finals, and it would be Spirit versus now Team Empire Hope.
So what a wacky day, right, Kyle? Things are just getting all flippity-flopped all over the place from what we thought was going to be happening, right? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel different. Strange.
Is it good? Do you like that feeling?
I don't
it
know.
bad?
I never knew
sorry.
I could feel this way.
I don't know. Well, so what do you think? If you're watching this game as a No Pango fan, as a No Pango coach, and you now have to go against Empire, what are you telling your team then tomorrow? Like,
No
guys, don't worry.
dazzle.
You just got to do this.
No dazzle.
Ban the dazzle.
Ban the dazzle, and make sure you have, I don't want to say like a simpler lineup, but the big flaw with the Alliance draft is they have no objective pressure. They couldn't take towers in this game, and I think that Empire Hope is very susceptible to these drafts that apply tons of lane pressure and then also can acquire the buildings, because they just seem lost if their 3 cores aren't all in the game. And in this one, like, they were all, TB had to jungle, but
Yeah.
it's fine. Like,
It's
you
fine.
still farm.
They made it work.
Yeah, I think against the Empire team, you want to definitely consider banning out that OD. Still think that's a big comfort pick for them as well. Not many other teams playing it like they are, but we'll see. Broodmother, another one on their list.
Yeah, the Brood kind of just suddenly showed up.
He could play it, too. He could
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
11-1 something.
Good Brood performance.
Got
Very
exactly
solid.
what he needed done. Got that BKB, rushed down Koikfa, gobbled him up, ate him just like he needed to. Good stuff.
That Ghost Scepter was definitely a mistake for Mickey.
Yes.
Definitely slowed down progression. Yeah, I don't think the shotgun would have done much. I get why he bought the Manta. It's great against Silencer. Shotgun Morphling might be kind of dead here, boys.
It's an interesting point, though, because I see arguments like he could have also just gone BKB instead of the Manta. Illusions were just dying in most fights.
Very true.
Maybe you go, the Yasha into Scotty BKB. Maybe you get Dragonlance instead. There's a lot of different ways you could go about it, but
True.
that's life. You live by your decisions. You win
Yep.
some, you lose some.
And that's how it goes sometimes. Unfortunately for Alliance, they're out of this one. We wish them their best, and I'm sure many Alliance fans look forward to them and their performances in the future in 2019. But, gentlemen, this means we have just 3 teams left. We have Team Spirit waiting in the grand final, feeling good. Now we have No Pango and Empire Hope waiting in that lower bracket tomorrow. The first best of 3 we're going to be playing. Then they go on to the grand final. A best of 3 and then a best of 5 to happen tomorrow.
Can't
So
wait.
we'll get all of us on the couch, maybe even for the whole day. It'll be a good time. We'll have a lot of good fun. So we are going to be done for today. Just to throw things out, though, we want to thank again GGBet, the sponsors for this event to help make it even happen. Sennheiser, check out their GSP 600 headset. You can scroll down to scope it out. And then finally, when you need to kill time between now and tomorrow's games, check out Minion Masters. Minion Masters in the Discord store, the competitor to Steam. It's a Discord featured title. And if you happen to already be a Minion Master, guess what? We're giving away codes. We're giving away free shit inside Discord for you to be able to master the minions even harder. How hard do you master minions? Do you master them real hard?
So hard.
How hard are you mastering them,
I've
man?
mastered them so hard that all those things you mentioned,
Yeah.
I already have, but I still have money.
Wow.
So I'm going to give some of it to Wikipedia.
That's good. That's good. And then check out Wikipedia, because everyone checks out Wikipedia and should appreciate and donate to it because it's a valuable resource. All right, everyone. Take care. Enjoy the day. It was a pleasure. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. PDT and some other time everywhere else. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.